Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cruise News with CruiseRx, your cruise prescription. We've got some important news stories for you today. Is Royal Caribbean gouging customers? Sure seems like that. We'll talk about that. There's been a tragic death in the British Virgin Islands, so we want to cover that. And Carnival appears to be raising prices on customers just in line with the start of the new year. So a bunch of different stories to go over with you. Let's go ahead and get into it. Is Royal Caribbean gouging customers? Well, that's certainly what it seems like. We've been shopping Royal Caribbean cruise fares specifically on Icon of the Seas, and what we found are some incredibly high fares. Cruise fares for this ship are approaching suite class on many other cruise lines, which is fine if the public's willing to pay the price, then that is up to those passengers. But it's something that I think Royal really needs to reconsider. With inflation, with interest rates, with everything else going on in the economy, I think it's something that they are soon going to approach where they begin to price out some of their passengers and force those people who love Royal Caribbean to choose another cruise line. And with MSC being very competitive on their cruise fares, I'm sure MSC will be very happy to welcome those Royal Caribbean customers. But that's really not what we're talking about in this video. One of the new rides on Icon of the Seas is something called the Crown's Edge. Essentially, this is the Royal Caribbean anchor that's on the side of the ship, and you go up and you hang from a rope and you walk around a ledge on this for 90 seconds. And at some point, the ledge drops out from under you and you're hanging from the ship. Now, originally, this was planned to be a free ride. Now, Royal Caribbean has decided to charge $89 per person for this ride. So a family of four, if they wanted to do it, is almost $400. That's almost a minute a second per person. Now, I can see from one aspect where Royal Caribbean wanted to make sure that, if it was free, there'd probably be a huge line for the ride. But those people have already paid a substantial amount of money to go on the ship. And I just think it's a way to nickel and dime them while they're on the ship. So it's not my decision. If I were on the ship, I'd probably still pay the $90 to check it out because it does sound like a fun ride. But I think it's something that Royal Caribbean really needs to take a look at. But ultimately, it's up for us, you, me, the cruising world to decide if we'll pay the money. So time will tell on this one. Our next story comes to us from the British Virgin Islands, specifically Long Bay Beach. Tragically, a Chinese cruise passenger has lost her life at Long Bay Beach. We don't know specifically what cruise line it was. We do know that she was found unresponsive on the beach by her family. She was taken to a local hospital and pronounced dead. So our thoughts and prayers are with her family. We can't imagine anything worse than taking a cruise and having to suffer that loss, going back to the ship and realize the impact of what just happened. So again, thoughts and prayers to our family. As more news comes out about this, as we get more information, more details, we will certainly pass it along to you. So it looks like Carnival Cruise Lines is raising some of their prices. They first started off with their Wi-Fi. So they have 3 different packages. So the social package is going from $15 to $18 per day. Their value package will go from $20 to $23 per day. And then the premium package will go from $25 to $32 a day. But it didn't stop there. They also raised prices on some of their specialty dining, very popular specialty dining on some of their ships. The Gigi's grill went from $18 to $24. Bonsai teppanyaki has gone from $38 to $42. And then Rudy Sea Grill, hold on to it, big price increase, went all the way from $48 to $49. Only $1 price increase on that one. But like we looked at with Royal Caribbean and Icon raising prices for that free ride, the cruise lines all across the board seem to be raising prices, whether it comes to cruise fares, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, or rides on the ship. So just something to keep in mind when you're shopping for cruises. Just make sure that you do compare the different cruise lines. And also keep an eye out for our upcoming MSC Seashore videos. We'll be on that ship very soon. We'll be doing a complete tour of the yacht club, their dining, their buffet, and their smart elevators. We heard some controversy about their smart elevators, so we're curious to check it out. We'll do some videos on that. We'll let you know what we find out. And we hope to see you in the next video.